all we need, nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro, give me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? The ghetto was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shine. I could ever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like Magnolia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Get it, where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shine. I could ever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like Magnolia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Get it, where they at?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the...
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox. That on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the lake house, the bay, watch the women. I curse. Go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. Like cut that confetti, I'm running through it. Like play that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moonin'. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings. Hell yeah. Got my stats up. I'm living out my dreams. Hell yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine. Hell yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah. I'm so iconic. Yeah. They don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Nix. A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now it's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
I'm coming.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. A first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And now they'll shift things around. McLaughlin will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. So an onside kick failed in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Room here to run. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme, when you have a blocker on a defender.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Pierce in motion left. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 11 now. Now Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Williams.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Adam Troutman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now it's Richardson.
Flush to his right.
He'll get this off to Taylor.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Let's go now. Gotta be lying. Squeeze, double. Lights 49. Lights 49.
And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Now 2nd and 9. Off play action, Richardson.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
A final shot before the half, Richardson.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
A short one there, caught by Granson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Flushed out right. Richardson hit and he fumbles it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3rd and 4. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The give is to McLaughlin. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Nix to the air. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims. From 6 yards away. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st down, Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Richardson off the play fake.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. An audible here to get a new look.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 49's the mic.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. That is caught.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Richardson going to move him around. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Richardson looking to throw. That complete to Downs.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Richardson.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission, everything I ever thought